By the end of this video, you will get to know the 5 important things to consider before starting an e-commerce business. As always, we have a bonus for you at the end of the video. Kindly subscribe if you're new here for more educational videos on e-commerce and business. These are 5 things I wish I knew before I started with e-commerce. These tips are really going to go a long way to help your e-commerce business, all right? Number 1, e-commerce is new, so it takes time. E-commerce hasn't been in existence for a very long time. So anybody who gets into e-commerce needs to take their time in terms of they have to put in a lot more effort than they think. What do I mean by that? When you set up your store, you have to put certain things in place. You need to check your sales, you need to check your inventory, you need to check your customer service, you need to check your marketing and all of that. So because e-commerce hasn't been in existence for a very long time, it's gonna take some time for it to mature. Okay. If you want to succeed at e-commerce, it's gonna take the long game. Okay. If you're in a rush, I'm gonna advise you, e-commerce is not for you. Okay. When you start e-commerce, it's gonna take a couple of months or maybe a couple of years for you to be able to scale your e-commerce to $1 million business. Okay. It's gonna take time. And as time goes on, you learn more in the trade of e-commerce. All right. You're gonna be able to know the ins and outs about e-commerce before it's gonna mature and bring you the desired profit you want. Okay. So e-commerce takes time. So it's good you know that. You need to know this so that you're not gonna be disappointed. Okay. It's very necessary that you know this so you don't get disappointed in your e-commerce business. Hi, family. I hope everybody's doing well, and I also hope business is going well. Number 2, branding. Branding is very important in your e-commerce because there are so many e-commerce stores out there. Okay. So for you to stand out in your e-commerce, you need to take branding seriously. You need to take imaging seriously. Your colors, the shape of your store, you know, the text that you use in your store and all of that. It's very necessary. You need to stand out in your e-commerce. So you need to brand yourself very well so that people get to recognize your brand and then make purchases from your e-commerce. All right. It's very necessary that you do that. There are so many stores online, countless stores. So if you don't focus on branding, it's going to be difficult for potential customers to recognize how good your store is or how good your e-commerce store is to be able to buy from you. And also, branding also helps you to be unique. All right. Let's take a brand like Apple. Apple is quite a unique product because they've been able to brand themselves over the years to be a top tier tech company. When Apple is ready to release a product, people are in a hurry to buy that particular product. So branding is very, very, very important in your e-commerce business. Number 3, respectful and soft spoken customer service. Okay, so you would notice in previous videos that I've been telling y'all that customer service in business is very, very important. I can't even overemphasize this. Customer service is very important. Okay, when potential customers come to your e-commerce shop or store, they want to buy something from you, whether product or service, and you don't give them the right customer service, trust me, they are gonna leave. And guess what? They're not gonna come back. So customer service is very necessary. It's a needed commodity in the success of your e-commerce store. All right. And it's even necessary in any kind of business because if you have a good product or service and you don't have good customer service, trust me, you're not going to be able to retain any customers you get. Okay, so also pay attention to customer service when you start your e-commerce journey. All right. Number four, social media visibility. In this age that we are, social media is king. Anybody who doesn't pay attention to social media, anybody who's running a business, be it a brick and mortar business or an e-commerce store shop, who doesn't pay attention to social media, is gonna run low, or is gonna have his or her business collapse in a short while. You need social media visibility. Okay, it's very necessary for people to get to know what you are selling, be it your product or service, because at the end of the day, you can have a great product, you can have a great service, but if you are not visible on social media, how are you going to make sales? How are you going to get leads? How are you going to be able to communicate with your customers? A lot of times people tend to, have a lot of visibility on social media even before they start their e-commerce business. It's very necessary. It makes it easier to sell to your fans and to sell to your followers. All right. So social media visibility is also another important thing to consider before starting your e-commerce business. All right. So let's get into number five. You need to have a never giving up strategy. You need to have a never giving up mentality. All right. In everything, including e-commerce business, sometimes business can be slow, business can be down, and all of that. But you need to remind yourself why you started the business in the first place. All right. Business in itself is not like a walk in the park that's so easy to do. Okay, but with dedication and the resilience, perseverance, you decide that you are not going to give up no matter how it is. You're going to push through and your business is going to succeed eventually. Okay, so pay attention and have that mentality of not giving up, because if you give up easily on your e-commerce store, it's definitely gonna collapse. All right. So even when difficulties arise, whatever be the case, remember why you started. Remember the passion that made you start your e-commerce business. Okay. Never give up on your business, be it e-commerce or brick and mortar, and never give up on anything that's important to you. Okay. Because life is not a bed of roses. Sometimes it can get difficult. But winners never quit and quitters never win. So always have this at the back of your mind, all right? And keep pushing with your e-commerce business. Since you stuck around till now, you have a bonus. Number six, you need to set goals for your e-commerce business, all right? With everything, you need to plan. You need to have a mission statement, a vision statement. You need to have guidelines to how you want your business to be as time goes on. You need to have your short-term goals, you need to have your middle-term goals, and you need to have your long-term goals, all right? So you could have the short-term goals as 6 months to 1 year. You could have the middle term goals as 3 years to 5 years. And you could have your long term goals as five or 6 years to 10 years. Okay. You need to plan. You need to know that, okay, at every stage of your business, this is what you would plan to do. This is how you would want to scale up your business. This is how you would want to operationalize your business. This is how you'd want to optimize your business. This is how you'd want to market your business. So you need to have all these plans in place. You need to have a blueprint for your business. Okay. So that's number six for you. You need a blueprint for your business. These are your goals, and your goals should be written down. It shouldn't be just word of mouth. It should be written down so that you know that, okay, you can track the progress you have made over the years. All right. So this is where I say see you later on the video. Okay. So you take care of yourself. I believe in you. Never give up on anything important. I believe you're going to do great. Never give up and you are going to succeed. I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.